I came upon OD guitars recently and was looking at the Venus model of guitar. I was struck by how cool the open or exposed chambering looked on the guitars. I sent a picture to Christian at Dodge's Wood and Iron, and I asked him if it would be difficult to do this to a Telecaster. He sent me back mock-up images, and I really wanted it, so I asked him to go ahead and proceed. Christian made the body out of roasted poplar. The unloaded body weighs 4 pounds and 13 ounces, or 2.18 kilos. All the items I've spoken about, or will speak about in this video, will have a link at the top of the video description and also at the top of the comments. Guitar Collector Guy is not sponsored by or affiliated by any of the products or companies, and I've actually purchased everything in this video. I wanted to take a minute and say that I'm sorry to the viewers of the Guitar Collector Guy channel. The videos have been coming out really slowly lately. I moved to a new house that was over an hour away from where I was living before. I also moved my shop. I do not ever want to move again. I'd rather just pour kerosene and strike a match than just buy all new stuff. I kid, but also, to be honest with you, sort of not. I've not been able to find all of my parts and tools, so it's been a challenge setting up the new studio and workshop. The really cool thing is once assembled, the new studio/workshop is a huge improvement. An example is that I now have 3 cameras over my work area. This will allow me to display better detail in the videos. I'm also set up to be able to do video shooting of me actually on camera, and I'm excited about that. It's a new way of me interacting with you. I have so many different ideas for videos and videos in the queue already. Back to the build. I recently ordered a made in Mexico Telecaster Neck for a project in NVIDIA. I was really pissed when I opened the box and saw a Telecaster Neck. I set it aside, and after a lot of colorful expletives, I came back to the box and realized what was inside. It was a USA-made maple neck with rosewood fretboard that sits inside of a channel that makes the neck look like it has binding. I reached out to Amazon, and they told me to just keep it. Sometimes they really surprise me. The specifications on the neck are a little unusual. It's a maple Telecaster neck with a walnut stripe on the back, channel bound, and then here's where it's kind of deviates from the norm. It's a compound radius neck. So it goes from fret 1 at 9.5 inch radius to the end of the fretboard at about 14 inch radius. It has 21 medium jumbo frets, vintage ivory inlays, hand rubbed polyurethane finish with gloss headstock, and the remainder of the finish is satin, pre-slotted synthetic bone nut, biflex truss rod. It's 10 millimeter 2-pin tuning machine holes and 4-bolt neck plate. I'm chuckling because the marketing tagline from Fender for this neck is "add a touch of elegance." I was able to find in my stuff a brand new set of Fender locking tuners. I also found a modern Telecaster wiring harness that I built that had everything, including the control panel cover and the knobs. The circuit is made up of 2 CTS 250K pots, a .047 UF capacitor, an Oak Rigsby 3-way switch, and a Switchcraft output jack. In this video, I show how I position and drill the 4 holes for the vintage style bridge. The bridge I'm using in this build is a no-logo Wilkinson bridge with Wilkinson brass compensated saddles. For my approach to work, I need to have the neck installed as well as the tuners. I then place 4 2.5 inch long by 1/8 inch screws in the 4 middle string holes. This helps hold the bridge in place and also helps align it. I then run 2 strings through the low E and high E slots and actually string them up on the tuners. This helps me align basically everything. I can see then the alignment of the strings with the sides of the neck and so on. Once I have everything set up the way that I need it to be, I drill the 4 pilot holes using a VIX or self-centering drill bit. These are used for drilling the holes in a door hinge, and they really work great for this purpose. I use a 7/64 bit in the VIX bit. It only drills about half the depth. I then drill the hole out with the depth measured off with tape using a 1/8 drill bit. After waxing the 4 screws, I install them by hand using a non-powered screwdriver. I left off that I installed a set of Tone Rider Hot Classic pickups for $89. In our recent affordable pickup shootout, they won the shootout by the number of votes that they received. They're really great and affordable pickups. They have great tone. I put a link to them in the video description and will be in the comments as well. Once I installed a new set of strings, I was surprised to find that the nut was properly filed and the neck relief set up. All I had to do was adjust the string height and intonation. She has great balance. When played acoustically, not plugged in, she has incredible resonance. The chambers seem to help project the sound forward.